Hey, what's going on, everybody? What's going on, everybody? What's up, world? Just checking in with you. So just wanted to say, hey. Once again, for those of you who are just getting to know me, my name is Ray Destin Jr. I'm the founder and CEO of BOBM Publishing LLC. We are a successful publishing house that has helped over 266 authors become Amazon number one best-selling authors. So um, every day I've been jumping in, just dropping a few tips for you, something to help you out, something to take you to the next level. And there is something easy that I wanted to share with new authors because most new authors don't know about the power of hosting your first or continuous book launch, right? And when I say your book launch, I'm talking about an actual physical book launch, an event that you hold. If you think about it, when you just drop your book, it's just like you are starting off a new career. You're starting a new life. You're giving yourself birth. So as a new author, why not throw yourself a party, right? And so I'm going to go over a few of the details of what should be included in your book launch, some things that you should add and make sure that you have available, and then how to get it set up so that way it is successful. You can get out there to your friends and family, co-workers, frenemies, whoever, your associates in your immediate circle. So this launch that I'm talking about is not a virtual launch. I'm talking about an actual physical launch. Now that we've opened back up to the world, come on, let the world in on your new world. So one of the first things that you need to do for a successful book launch is first thing that you need to do. What's going on, sis? Miss Erica Howard, motivational speaker extraordinaire. I see you. I see you. Um, one of the first things that you want to do is pick a date. Pick a date. Everything has a date attached to it, right? You're not going to show up to a party if there's, everybody just says, hey, we having a party. If you don't know what date and what time it is, then guess what? Nobody's going to show up. So the first thing is pick a date that means something to you, a date that you'll never forget. One of the reasons that I say pick a date and a time that means something to you is because it gives you something to work towards. It gives you a specific deadline, keeps that date in mind for you. Now, also pick a location. If you want it to be something small, you can do a book launch at an apartment clubhouse. You can do it at a local event center. If you want to do something extremely large or huge or robust, then go all out. Go grab a hotel conference room. Go host it at a local pub, a local bar. Host it somewhere that matches your vision. If your vision is small, like I said, an apartment clubhouse would be just fine. A community center would be just fine. But if you want to do something big, then go big. This is your launch. You tell the world how big, how important your book is to you. Next thing, and this is important, make sure you have books handy. Make sure you have books handy. And what I mean by books, don't do what most authors do. Don't start off and purchase maybe 5 or 10 books. Purchase about 100 books and push to sell about 100 books at that launch. If you know that you can bring in 200 people, 500 people to this event, then purchase the amount of books that you want to sell. And think about it. I tell all of my authors, you shouldn't sell your book for less than $20. If you sell 100 books, that's $2,000 made in one weekend. If you sell 500 books, that's $10,000 sold, $10,000 worth of income that you brought in. Plan for the goal and don't just plan for what you can see in your immediate vision. Um, the next thing is create a flyer. Create a flyer. Give it something pretty. Make it beautiful. Make it physically appealing to the people that want to come. Make them want to come, right? Put a picture of you on there. Maybe it's a picture of you holding your book. Maybe it's a picture of you on one end. Maybe it's a picture of the book on the other. Choose a background that matches the story of the book. The reason I'm giving you all this is because you want to brand yourself as a successful author, and you want those people who are attending this launch to see you in that same light. But at the same time, this is more of an intimate event where friends, family, associates, fans, whoever get a chance to come out and meet you. So make it spectacular. Make the event spectacular. If you're doing an event in Houston, I know several event planners. Shout out to Miss Shamir Bacon Destin, my wife. She does some amazing events. Shout out to Adrian Bell. She hosts some amazing events. Shout out to Cassandra Bird of Cater to You event planning. They do amazing events. Look up an event planner that and build out an event that matches your actual budget, right? When you send those flyers out, do it old school. Send them out, send personal invites out by mail. When somebody picks up a letter in the mail, usually people are going to their mailbox and all they see is what? They see junk mail, which are the coupons. They see the advertisements, the promotionals. They see bills if they haven't set everything up for paperless billing. So when they get that event invite from you, what are they going to say? They're going to say, oh my God, you were thinking of me. And you'll get that response that you were looking for. It may be a phone call, it may be a text, but they will let you know either they're going to be there or thank you for thinking of me, but I won't be able to make it. How much is a book? And you still sold a book, even though they didn't show up to the event. Also, send those event invitations out by text. Again, personalize the text. Don't send out a mass text to 50 people in one thread saying, hey, I'm having my event. Because if you send it to everybody, nobody's going to show up because they might be checking who's on your guest list. And two, nobody likes getting those group texts anymore. So don't do it. Make sure that when you send that invite, got to get my words together. When you send that invite out to people, that you are personalizing it. Hey, Erica, I was just thinking about you, and I'm having an event on July 15th. It's going to be my first book launch. I'm so excited. I'm holding it at the DoubleTree Hotel. They have the reservations already set up for you. Come on through. But please RSVP. That way I know how many people are going to be present. Now, you can also use some of the online event tools. Eventbrite is one that we use all the time. Why? Because it keeps track of who's going to show up. It keeps track of the RSVPs for us. You can use a website and set up a website invite for people. You can also just set up some type of you can keep a tally on an Excel document or a Google Sheets document. Any of these things work. Do what works best for you. For the event, and this is where it gets big. This is where people have their memories, where people say, man, this was an awesome event. Make it count. First thing, get some speakers to speak on your behalf. If you know people that are amazing speakers, don't bring somebody in that's trying to outshine you, because that does happen. They come in, man, listen, I know that Sugar Ray wrote this book, but we're not talking about him today. Listen, I got a speaking career and I do so many amazing things, and don't do that. Don't do that. Invite someone that you know that speaks highly of you, that you have a good relationship with, that can speak on your behalf. The reason that they are speaking is because, one, they may draw a little bit of a crowd, but because they're there. And two, they're speaking to edify you. All that edification is that they are speaking highly on your behalf, so that people know that you're credible, that you're reputable, and that you are someone to follow. When people speak highly of you, others automatically speak highly of you, and they think highly of you as a result. Have a DJ or music. If you got a great playlist that can play all the way through, by all means, use it. Nowadays, there's Bluetooth speakers everywhere. But if you really wanted to go well, hire a DJ. Hire a DJ. Some DJs, if you know a DJ, then reach out to them. Again, I know some amazing DJs throughout Houston, throughout Austin, throughout Texas. Why? I'm in Texas. I don't know DJs all over the place. On the DJ I know personally outside of Texas is Dwight Hines, DJ D Dub, out of I think he's out of North Carolina. So with that being said, get you a DJ, somebody that's going to keep the energy high, somebody that is going to make sure that everybody's enjoying themselves, somebody that is excited about coming into your book. I mean, not your book, to your event, and somebody that is going to make sure that the crowd is having an amazing time, because this is what you are looking for your event. You're looking to make sure that your event is successful. Next thing, after the DJ, after the speakers, bring some food and drinks in. Don't go all out unless you can. Some basic handmade sandwich. Well, no, don't do handmade sandwiches. I don't know if you wash your hands. Don't do that. Get somebody that can cater the event. Some vegetable trays, some fruit trays, a few wings, something light that is not going to you're not trying to fill them up like a buffet style. You're trying to give them some sustenance while they're there with you, because they'll probably be there with you for about an hour to 2 hours if it's in person, especially if you're signing a lot of books. Give them some sustenance that they enjoy. And if it's not an adult book, but if it's an older book for people 21 and up, you can go and get a little bit of champagne, get some soda waters, get something to keep the mood light, but the atmosphere right. Okay. Also, decorations. Make sure that the event has the feel that you want. Again, if you go to any party, if you go to a Halloween party, um, if you go to a regular party, if you go to a birthday party, there's going to be themed balloons. You can go and buy yourself some balloons. Go to a local grocery store, go to Walmart, go to Target, go get you some balloons from Party City, something that is your brand colors, and it is saying, hey, we're having a celebration, because this is exactly what it is. You're having a celebration. Get you some streamers, get you some party hats, make it live, enjoy the moment. This is your moment that you are launching something that you've been working on for anywhere from 3 months to a few years, depending on how long that book is and depending on how long it took you to do it. Make this a special celebration, a day that you won't forget. And then the last two things I'll touch on is, how are you going to make your money? You need to set up a vending table, a vending or a merch table. And what a vending and a merch table is have someone at the back of the room or in the front of the room that has a table, and that table has your books. The reason I say it is someone that you can trust is because they're going to be the person that is controlling the money, that is housing the money, that is collecting the money for you. If you have a Square reader, then have the people make those payments by credit card using the Square reader. You don't really have to check it. But if they're paying you in cash, then make sure that you have receipts for those people that are coming in. Also, make sure you have a professional banner at that merch table. That professional banner, again, I've talked about this on other lives. It should be a picture of you, a picture of your book, and certain information regarding your book that shows that you take your brand serious. Now, everything I just gave you is just A to Z for a physical book launch. You can make it as fancy or as plain as you want. But the key is, make sure that it's personal, make sure that it is something that is special to you, and make sure that the people who are in attendance do enjoy themselves, have a good time, and they'll be talking about it for years to come. And at the same time, make sure that if they're there, they're spending that money and purchasing those books. Usually you can get people that attend book signings are usually going to come in and buy anywhere from 1 to maybe 5 books, depending on how many people they know. The people that wanted to come may not have been there, or they may have a friend that they can share that book with. But make it an experience and give them something to talk about. And you never know what opportunities can come as a result of hosting your book launch. That's all I got for today. Listen, if you enjoyed this video, do me a favor, go ahead and hit the like button, hit the share button, share with somebody out there that is beginning their journey as a successful author. And love you guys. I'll see you guys next time.